Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Joe, where I help you make better coffee and give you honest reviews. Today I am reviewing the Illy Classico Espresso or coffee blend. It doesn't actually say it's necessarily for espresso, but Illy's kind of a well-known Italian brand. And I've never actually reviewed their coffee before, so I thought I'd buy it. I've tried other coffees from Italy, such as Lavazza Super Crema and some of the other Lavazza products, but I've never done a review of the Illy brand. So let me go ahead and clean out my portafilter. Oh, on the plus side, it's already cleaned out. That's nice. I've been doing 16 grams of this. So hopefully we'll get a good shot. Let me grab my espresso cup. I'll go ahead and clean this out a little bit from earlier. So the rocket I like to flush a little longer than normal. So that's why I use it generally to clean out the cup instead of putting hot water in it. And you can check out my full review. I just posted that, I think, about a week ago. I'll leave it in the link in the description below. Anyways, let's go ahead and make some coffee. I'm going to flush out the first 3 grams. The sete always has some that'll be sitting there. I did just pull a shot not too long ago, about probably an hour ago, so it should be kind of fresh, but let's get it the full experience. And I've been going a shorter shot on these, closer to almost a ristretto, but right now I don't have my whole home set up, unfortunately, so I don't have a scale. I've just been kind of going by looks, and that's actually not a bad way of pulling a shot. So if you're someone who's been using espresso for a while, if you see the blonding and you kind of give it a certain time period after blonding, that's actually not a bad way of pulling a shot. But if you're trying to get a certain recipe, then, it's not the best way, for sure. Volumetric isn't great either because coffee's way different amounts and all that good jazz, and especially ones that put off a lot of crema. If you have some coffees that put out a lot of crema, it's really hard to do volumetric then because you can't even really tell how much actual coffee is in there, because once the crema falls, it adds a little bit of actual liquid. So I am going to start a timer. I'll use this over here. And we will go ahead and start this up. So okay. My timer's not going to work. Bummer. So we're going to have to go off of looks and feel. That's all right. I'll kind of give you an idea of where I'm at. It's probably not the fairest comparison ever, but we'll take a look here. Shot's coming pretty nice, flowing good. All right, so this is probably about 1.5 ounces or 2. Shot looks pretty decent. So let's go for the first sip. Also, if you have any comments, leave them in there, and I'll go behind my camera and take a look here in a second. But let me first take a sip here. Nice body, it looks like. Decent head of crema there. Yeah. So this coffee, I've been drinking a little bit, and there's almost no sweetness, just like a hair. Like if it was on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put it at like a 2 on the sweetness level, which is kind of funny because the coffee isn't particularly dark. I've seen much darker. Yeah. So the mouth feels pretty good. It's got a little bit of a texture there. It's kind of nice and thick. It's not bad. The crema is not over. It's not super exaggerated or anything. It's decent head of crema there. But I don't know how to say this, but every time I go to drink this, I just think of cigarettes. It's got this kind of ashy flavor to it that reminds me of cigarettes. And if you like cigarettes, then this is a great coffee for you, maybe. I even get like a little bit of a tobacco leaf kind of flavor in there, which is kind of pleasant to me, but I don't really like the ashy flavor on this. Now, Illy doesn't put roast dates or anything like that on their coffee. They really rely on this whole like can system where they like depressurize it and they put a lid on it and all that jazz. But in my opinion, I don't really think that does that much at the end of the day. Not when you're sitting on a shelf for 3-6 months. So yeah, not bad. It's not great for sure. It's definitely not my favorite coffee. It is drinkable, but definitely not my favorite. I'm gonna give this like a, I don't know, like a 4.8 is what I would score this at. It's not good. It'll hold you over kind of thing if you're in a pinch and like that's the only coffee you could find. It's better than Folgers, that's for sure. So, it's not awful, but for the price you're paying, I think a lot of it you're paying for the brand and the packaging. This was like $13-14, and I think it's only 8.8 ounces, so there's really not a lot of coffee here. Yeah, you could do a lot better than this for that. If you have a local roaster, a lot of times you can get closer to 12 ounces for maybe $13 to $15, but that's still cheaper even if you're paying $15 for 8 ounces here. So yeah, that's my Illy review, 4.8. Maybe it could have been a little bit higher, like 5.6, but I just have not been impressed with this. As I drink it every day, it's just like, I just think of ashy cigarettes or something, so maybe that's it. Just can't go past that. And there's not a lot of complexity here either. So I'm getting that kind of ashy flavor, and I'm getting a little bit of tobacco leaf, and that's about it. It's not very complex either. So, all right. If you have any comments, let me quickly look behind here. If anybody has any questions, let's take a look here. All right, looks like we don't have any questions, which is all right. So on the little kind of reminders and stuff like that for upcoming videos, we do have the DF64 giveaway, so definitely enter that. I'll leave it in a comment. I'll leave it as a top comment below in this video. And then we have the Apartmento review I just did. I have the Apartmento that I just compared against the Lilith Bianca, and then after that we have a pretty interesting video about some latte art tutorials with someone who I think is a pretty good, maybe expert. I would say he's an expert at it. He would say he's not, but and I guess that's fair because he can't do like crazy shapes and stuff like that, but he's very, very good at making lattes. So we have a nice latte tutorial coming up as well. So thanks for watching the video. Catch you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.